Hello, garden fans. So I was harvesting onions and realized I should probably bring you guys with me. I'm in the front yard garden and I have these onions here. Hard to see. Mostly it's clover right now because it's weeds, but I got most of the onions out. All I have left are the ones that I'm waiting for the seeds to develop. So this is what an onion looks like when it goes to seed. It starts out as a flower and then eventually it turns into this cluster of seeds. And if I break one open, these are not fully dried out yet, so they're not really done. The seeds are inside. That little black thing, that's an onion seed. Sorry, my camera's not very good, but that's an onion seed. So once they've started to dry, I harvest them. I put them in a little bowl to finish. I have red and white, so I label them with a sticky note. Red. The red's finished faster than the whites, so there's nothing in there yet. There's my harvest basket. I keep the greens because the greens are really good. We chop them up, put them in the freezer, and then we use them in scrambled eggs and pasta and all kinds of things. These are my cucumbers also. I grabbed a couple cucumbers off of them. They're not the greatest, but it took me 3 tries to get anything because my stupid slugs kept eating all my plants. So I got 3 plants to finally start climbing and producing. So hopefully we'll get enough to make a batch of pickles, even if it's a small batch. So what I'm doing now is just going around the garden and seeing what needs to be harvested, excuse me. So I made my way from this bed around the corner. There's a summer squash plant there. There's nothing on it yet though. My sea of calendula. There's actually pepper plants in there. There's a couple peppers on this little plant. They look like banana. I want to say banana peppers. They're ready. I can harvest those, so I'm going to pull those off real quick. At least they should be. Oh, one. Just one. See, when you pull it up, if it breaks off, it's ready. If it doesn't break off, it's not ready yet. So this one was ready. The other 2 need a day or 2. I don't see any other peppers. Oh, there's some tiny ones. Oh my gosh, they're so tiny. They're little ones. Oh my gosh. They're still green though. They got a ways. Sorry, I'm bumping my camera. My borage sort of died and fell over. But there's another pepper plant here. I don't see anything on it. It's not a good year for peppers. Seems to be a good year for calendula though. Holy cow. Over here. Okay, so back here I have to wade my way through here. This is called a lemon squash. So it's a summer squash shaped like a lemon. It's not citrusy at all. It's just the shape. So I'm gonna clip him. That's actually a little on the small side, but I want it, so I'm gonna take it. Make it go a little bit bigger. Whew. Sorry, getting trapped in the corn. There's some kind of sci-fi movie reference there, I don't know. Okay, this is called a lemon cucumber, and I have one that's ready. Look how cute he is. My kids really like the lemon ones. So I'm gonna go ahead and get him. I guess technically, since there's seeds inside it, it would be a hurt, but whatever. Okay. Anything else? Oh, there's another lemon cucumber here, but it's not ready, so we'll wait. There's a few babies growing, so hopefully we'll get some more. I don't see any others. Cool. Moving on, and my basket is getting pretty full, so I have another one. Going under the tunnel. Now this morning I came out here and picked, no, not this morning, last night. I picked a whole bunch of blueberries, so I don't have any more that I know of. But I do have green beans. So with green beans, for my preference anyway, I try to harvest them when they're about the thickness of a pencil. This one's a little bit thick. Right about here is perfect. Then it gets a little wide. You see the bumps? Those are the seeds developing. And the more developed the seeds are, the less soft and consistent the green bean texture is inside. So, depends on how you like to eat them. If you like the texture of the bean, you can let them go a little longer and get that developed bean inside. If you don't, you can take them at a little tender, skinnier age. See if I can find like a perfect one. Like this one I think is just about right. Ooh, there's a bug. Hello, bug. Get off. This is just about right for me. My preference. You can also take them as tiny babies, but you're not going to get nearly as much food that way. So I would wait on those a couple days. I try to tell my kids when it comes to green beans, I don't care about the length. I care about the diameter. So if this particular one here was thick enough, I would take it, even though it's half the length of this one. Because I care more about the seed development inside than I do how long it is on the stem. Okay, let's pick all of those and I'll show you how many I got. Okay, so it's not many, but it is August and I have more in the backyard, so I should get at least enough for dinner if I wanted to have them. And there's not much here. If I wanted a really big crop, hold on, there. If I wanted a really big crop, I could have planted more. There's only a few plants here. But while I'm here, check out my grapes. Look at, there's so many.
What you doing?
Recording. There's just, look at.
Lots of grapes.
We're gonna have a grape feast. Grape jelly.
Grape jam.
Grape juice. I don't know about that. I don't have a juicer yet. Okay.
You just squish them and... What's it called?
Okay, so in my tunnel also is where I had my sugar snap peas or snow peas. And they're about done. There's a few pods on them. I'm going to let them keep going and get the seeds, and then I'll rip all this out and feed it to the chickens, because we're not harvesting anything else from there. It's almost September, you guys. I have peas. Oh boy. Okay, on the other side there's a dead flower. This is a, what do you call it, Cosmo, that has done its job.
These are not good.
No. Oh, sorry, honey. Can you move out of the way? Thank you. Okay. These are my black beans. Working hard over here. Got lots of them. So these are the kind of beans that you let dry and then harvest them once they're dry. So I don't have to do anything to them except wait. So they're black beans. Delicious. There's another summer squash here somewhere. It's hiding. Oh, look there. See? We got one. Let me get my clippers. Oh. Oh my goodness. They're in my pocket. That's why I wear an apron. Okay. So, down here, look at this guy. Ta-da! Summer squash. Good size. This is about the right size for them. Okay, so that summer squash was not a lemon summer squash. It's a traditional straight summer squash. Corn? There's another baby one in there, but I don't see any more. Yes, honey. You didn't know we had corn?
I knew we had plants, but I didn't know we had actual fruit.
Oh, well, yeah. It's about time. So, I have corn in two places, out here and back in the backyard. So, there's a corn right there. And
there's another one over there.
There's actually two if it gets pollinated. Yep. It would be nice if every single one of these produced a corn. The other thing that's cool over here is my Mexican sunflowers are finally blooming. They don't look like normal sunflowers, but that's what they're called. And they're this bright red-orange. I actually picked these with Annalise in mind because it's one of her favorite colors.
Yeah.
Is red, and especially this sort of orange tinted red.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
And it almost looks neon. It doesn't, like, the camera has a hard time picking up the shade because it's so bright. And then of course my other sunflowers up here. This is so pretty. It does not, it looks fake. Those are not fake. Those are real.
Yeah.
I actually have Armenian cucumbers down here. That's what this is. But they're shaded out by this giant sunflower, which I can't remember if this one was a volunteer or if I planted it. I think I planted it. But I didn't know it was going to bush out so much. That's okay. These little tiny zinnias too are really pretty. And there's another lemon squash. And over here we have some more
Can I show them
cucumbers.
golden raspberries and caramel raspberries?
I need to trellis this up. And then these are cucamelons. Oops, it fell off. It's been so hot, I'm not surprised. Cucamelons.
Normal raspberry, golden raspberry,
Mmm.
sweeter raspberry.
Yeah. If you find more than you want to eat right now, I'm collecting them for the freezer. And this is my yarrow, which I already have a bunch saved, so I'm just letting it stay for the bees. I don't need more. I'm not even sure how I'm going to use it. What else? Oh, we were going this way. We got sidetracked. We're going this way. So we've got black beans.
Yummy leaf.
My poppies are almost done, but look at that.
This is a yummy leaf.
I will never not have flowers in my garden.
This is a yummy kind of leaf.
Yes, nasturtium leaves. They taste like black pepper. They're really yummy. But all these poppies just blowing in the wind. So pretty. This is a giant marigold. And it should bloom soon. It's been growing up. Oh yeah. Not surprisingly, this is a grapevine that has...
Oh my gosh, there's even more on the outside.
It's taking over. Ah! My little artichoke. He got in late, so he's still small. Hopefully he'll survive the winter and produce next year.
Hey Mom, is this tomato ready? It looks red.
I don't know, honey. I haven't gotten that far yet. There's another blueberry plant. I don't need to collect those yet. These are so pretty. These dark purple ones. And then these light pink. I forget what they're called. I just planted so many flowers this year. I went crazy. Here's another summer squash. I already got something from him, so I don't see anything right now.
I think I found some ready things.
There's a hollyhock and another zinnia. Oh gosh, that color, that zinnia color is different. See that? It's hard to show it on the camera exactly, but it's like a peach orange color.
Ground cherries.
You found ground cherries?
No, I just see them.
Oh, those aren't ground cherries, honey. Those are tomatillos.
Oh, tomatillos.
A ground cherry is a like cherry tomato version of a tomatillo.
Yeah.
And here's my tomatillos.
How do you know they're ground cherries and not tomatillos?
Because I planted them.
Tomatillos, not ground cherries.
They're bigger. This is like the tomato version, size-wise. And then the ground cherry is like a cherry tomato. Cool? Mixed in, it's hard to see it, but there's a bunch of calendula, and a lot of it has gone to seed. This gross looking thing, these are calendula seeds. They look like bugs to me, but this would produce like 100 calendula. I don't need it. I do need to come through the, so since we're educating how to harvest tomatillos, you have to give them a gentle squeeze. Let's find one. If you feel this paper stuff, this feels like a paper lantern, it's not full. Like the fruit inside is smaller than the paper, so it's not ready. But if you look farther down, and David is cutting things. This one is full, and it's actually started to split already, so he's ready. So, tomatillo.
Big.
So the kids like to eat them just raw, right, Annalise?
Mm-hmm.
I'll eventually get enough to make some salsa verde. That's the idea anyway. There's so many on here. I'm not worried. I'm pretty sure we're good.
I think these are ready.
Yeah, I'm getting there. In case you missed it, sorry if I'm making you seasick. I'm still new to this. These are my strawberries, which obviously are done for the year. And there's a Cosmo growing up out of the strawberries with this really pretty, like dark fuchsia. It's really pretty.
It started only 2 years ago and it's taken over the entire bed.
I told you it would. These are a white Cosmo. Well, it's not really white. It's like there's a very subtle shade of pink to them. Probably doesn't pick up on the camera, but they're very pretty. And then I had cabbages there that I've harvested. There's actually a volunteer tomato. I don't think it's going to do anything.
Aww. Cute.
And then these pretty little zinnias.
Is this a ready one, Mama?
Let's see. So these are more lemon squash.
Is this one ready?
Let me look at it. Back up. Thank you for finding it. These are more lemon squash. So yeah, I'm going to take this one.
This one?
And that one. Watch your fingers. Okay. Lemon squash. Now these are summer squash. Oops.
Uh-oh.
Can you pick it up? My hand's full with the camera. Okay, so these are summer squash.
My hand's full with produce.
We call them summer squash because we eat them in the summer. They don't preserve well. You can freeze them, but they tend to be kind of meh.
These are black tomatoes.
Yeah, I'm getting there. So let's go around here to see what else there is. There's a little cabbage here. He's not ready yet. How do you tell if a cabbage is ready? Well, you squeeze it, and if it feels loose, it's not ready. It's not headed up enough. So even though this has got bug damage, it's fine. The stuff inside will continue to grow, and it'll get a little bigger and tighter. There's a Swiss chard. We love Swiss chard. Do you see any more tomatillos in there, Annalise, that are ready? That one. Okay. If you don't want to eat it, you can put it in my basket. Okay, what else? Over here we have a couple pepper plants, which I'm not counting on, but they're there. This beautiful little daisy. This is, I forget what it's called. Cilantro, I believe. No, parsley, excuse me. This is I'm sorry. This is parsley. It's a slow bolt variety, so I can take it and use it in the kitchen. I've actually already harvested it once. It's coming back, so I can harvest it again. And then there's weeds. These are lima beans. I started a bunch of lima beans, but the stupid slugs ate them all. So I have one bush lima bean plant, and he's making some. They just take a while. Tomatoes. There's a couple tomatoes ready. Okay, so then we have some more zinnias. I love these little ones. I mean, the big ones are my favorite, but these are nice because they stay relatively short and they kind of scatter in. But Annalise, can you reach those bright orange tomatoes? Down at the bottom, just the bright orange ones, because these are specifically sunset gold orange tomatoes. Yum. Annalise, there's more over here. See that bright orange one there?
I love all the to fit in my mouth.
Well, you don't have to eat them all, and don't step on the celery. Can you reach them? If not, I can do it. Now, the next plant over is these yellow, I think these are the crazy berries, crazy cherry. So, they are ready. They turn yellow. They're yellow. There's so many. Annalise, would you go get my basket? So, trying to weave in here. Generally, you know they're ready when they just sort of come right off, just from you moving them. There's actually one on the ground, and I just dropped another one. I'm going to harvest as many of these as I can, and then I'll get back to you. Okay, so we got all the cherry tomatoes that are ready off of these. There's actually 5 plants here. See the stake? 1, 2, 2 on this bed frame trellis, and then 1 more. So that's 5. And then so the Cosmo here fell over, and it sort of buried this nasturtium that's on its way out. And then this is my lemon balm, which I've already harvested twice. I'm going to let it flower. I think the bees will like that. And over here I have a volunteer tomatillo and a few pepper plants. These pepper plants are actually doing a lot better than the others, I think because they get more sun. They're still pretty small. So there's a green bell pepper. He's not ready yet. This one, not ready yet. Some kind of chili pepper there. I don't know. Can I find it with the camera? That is the question. See him hiding under there? He's dark green and his leaves are sort of yellowish. Okay, and there's cosmos falling over. These beautiful calendula, bright orange calendula. This is Swiss chard that's going to seed. Oh, this. Holy cow. I took pictures of this with my phone, and the camera can't hardly register the color because it's so bright. It's like neon orange. It looks way different in the camera than it does to my eye. But you can see it from a mile away. It's really cool. And then this is actually hiding. That's an eggplant with no fruit on it, but who knows. There's actually another one back there. So he has a buddy. Okay, and then these are, I can't remember, oh, these are cauliflower, which actually he's about ready. I can harvest him. He's tiny, but he looks good. The leaves too are edible. Kale, flower, some marigold, more grapes. I don't know if you saw my Facebook post, but the grapes are going to take over. I've already pruned them back twice. They're reaching for my house. Ah! Okay. Kale, more flowers, marigolds, cosmos. I have such a hard time remembering the name of this flower for some reason. I have like a mental block. The bedtime tea flower, which I have a ton of. I don't need any more. Coming back to where we started at the onions. Oh, my apples are huge. Look how big. Those are Honeycrisp. They have bugs though, because I forgot to spray. So it's important that you spray your apples before the buds open to prevent them from getting pests on the inside of the fruit. And I have an organic spray, but I forgot to apply it. So we have some bug damage. But we can still cut around it and eat the good parts. I'll make some apple pie filling. These are my golden raspberries, which are about done. There's still the odd berry here and there. I apologize for the noise. Going under my tunnel here. My front of this bed, there's some kale, there's some yellow flowers. My sign that Jenny got me. Okay, moving on. Got this whole other back bed. So there's more peppers here. I don't see any fruit. Oh, there's one. Here we go. I believe the ones in this corner are the hot peppers. Ooh, nope, wrong. A bell pepper. Sweet. Cool. I need to come in here and pull out all this clover. It's taking over. Because there is actually other plants in here. I have a dill. One dill. It's hard to see on camera. But I planted a bunch. You wouldn't know it because the slugs ate it. So there's that. Oh, and there's this cactus zinnia. That style of zinnia is really cool. He's sort of drowned by the calendula, but he's there. I do have some watermelon here. They're not doing great. This is where I had my potatoes. I harvested most of them already. More peppers. This is where we got that banana pepper already. More calendula. Some kind of squash. I don't remember what kind. Pumpkin. I planted a bunch of squash all at once, and I cannot remember which is which. I believe this is a zucchini. We've got nothing on it right now. Oh yeah, it's a Hubbard. Look at it's climbing. That's a Hubbard. That's cool. Oh my gosh. Look at how high it goes. Whoops. Oh, I can't help but laugh. So we have squash climbing the trees and the ground. Cool. All about the crazy. So over here I have raspberries, obviously, but didn't I plant something else over here? Who knows? There's a flower there that never got in the ground, but dill. Hey, more dill. That's right. I came in here and seeded a bunch of dill. Hooray. Maybe I'll get some dill to go with my cucumbers. Grow, dill, grow. Don't let those raspberries stop you. And weeds. Go for it. My red raspberries also pretty much done. The kids are finding a berry here and there, but not much. This is basically empty. There's like nothing here. There's a squash plant of some kind, and another one, and a tendril from a watermelon. This is another one of those things that makes me laugh. This is 2 watermelon plants and 2 Little Jack pumpkins. I'll be giving away tiny pumpkins because there's so many. And here's a watermelon. Hi, watermelon. Hurry up and grow before the frost comes. I try not to let them trail over into my neighbor's yard, but I don't mind if they trail into my driveway. But look at it. It's crazy. And there's a bunch of them. There's so many. See? More. They're coming. And it just trails on down. He's going to climb the tree too. Go ahead. Last year I had other squash, like edible kinds here, and that was really good. But I had extra plants and nowhere to put them, so I think it looks pretty too. It's like just a pop of green right here on the end. Then I have these zinnias. Oops. These were put in late, but look at that. It's so cool. So there's a red one and an orange one next to each other. Now this is where I had all my brassicas this year, so I've already harvested a bunch of it, so it looks a little more sparse. I had cabbages, kales, broccoli. I don't know if there's cauliflower in here or not, but there's some flowers too. That's a broccoli that's gone to seed. Got bachelor's buttons, more tomatoes that need harvesting. Give me you tomatoes. Okay. I'll come back and get those others from the other side. This is I can't think of the word now. Cilantro. Yes, cilantro that has turned into coriander. So these little seed ball things. I'll harvest those for coriander. I never have to buy coriander again. Sunflowers. I pretend that I plant these for my neighbors to enjoy, but really I enjoy them. They're for me. I hope they like them too. This is a Brussels sprout. So as the Brussels sprouts start to grow, you're supposed to pull off the leaves. I don't have the right tool. so that more energy goes into the actual Brussels sprouts. So we'll have lots of Brussels sprouts this year. There's a little mini teddy bear sunflower. That head is almost spent, but there's a new one. It's so pretty. Another cabbage. This one actually feels okay. It's small, but it feels tight. So I might come back and get that one. More yarrow. If I'd known yarrow was going to be so big, I might not have put it here, but that's okay. More cabbages. That's lettuce. In case y'all wonder, this is a little lettuce that has gone to seed. These little flower buds will open soon, and if they get pollinated, they'll make lettuce seed, which I don't really need. I have a lot, but it's there. It's free. Why not? These are so cool. These are called Astra Rose Cream sunflowers. They're from Baker Creek. They're brand new, and they're adorable. I love them. They're so cool. They look like a starburst, and it's hard to show on the camera because the sun's starting to come out. But it's like pink and cream, and then yellow in the middle. It's so pretty. I don't know if I can get it to... My camera is not great, guys. That's okay. We work with what we've got. Now these are purple cherry tomatoes, and some of them are finally ready. They take forever to ripen. Oh, not even. That one's green. Maybe this one? Nope, he's still pretty green. And you see how when I pick them up, oh, that one came off. When you, just like the peppers, when you pull them off like that, if they don't give right away, they're still ripening, so they're not quite ready. This one will be a little on the sour side, but the kids will eat it. Oops, bump. The yarrow. I love how it looks like it's different colors. There's a pink and a white here, but as they dry, they turn kind of brown, and that even is still pretty. It's like it's in the same color family. There's this pretty pink. It's like a light fuchsia and like a soft pink and a white. It's really pretty. Okay. Marigolds. Tomatoes. These, I believe, if I remember right, are the Romas. I have a couple that are shaped like Romas, but they're not actually Romas. They're something else. And I can never remember all the names. But they work the same. They're called a paste tomato. They have lots of flesh, not a whole lot of seeds, and what's called mucilage, that liquid inside. Got some basil here. I'm going to go ahead and get my clippers, come back and top that a little so it'll keep growing. And down this way. Tomatoes are nice and big, but they're still green. Green, green, green. This little pansy I did not plant, but I love it. I'll keep it. You can stay around. I'll keep it. And I've got all of these. It's a good thing the kids like these because there's so many of them. I don't really like cherry tomatoes unless, like, I'll cut them up in a salad, but I don't like to just eat them. The kids do, though, so hooray. Well, I think that's it. I got everything except for that basil. I'll come back for that. So here's my haul. So I've got onions, a pepper, some cucumbers, seeds, and some lemon squash, tomatoes, a single raspberry. Cool. Since I'm still new to this, I don't have like a sign off or a tagline for the end. Just thanks for watching my video and have a great day. Bye.